Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode where we are continuing to build our Seat and getting our Seat back on the road. So today we are going to be putting together the subframe. The parts have all arrived, all of the door as well, which is brilliant, so we can now crack on and start reassembling the car. Okay, so today's goal is to get the car back assembled, get the running gear back and assembled so we can get the car moving. If we can achieve that today, absolutely be happy. So we're going to assemble the subframe, get the steering mechanism all back up and connected, and then we're going to attempt to have a little drive of the car in this area, in this car park here. If we can do that, that'd be fantastic, because then we can get the car in this garage here and start working on the doors and getting those changed out. So like I said, all the bits have now arrived. The second door has arrived, I'll show you that in a second, and that's it. So we now have all the pieces that we need to get the car back up on the road. However, guess what? So I was quite happy with the bits that I've got. You can see the doors just down there, over there, and out of the blue, on eBay, not on eBay actually, on a Polish website, Breaker's Yard there, they're advertising 4 doors, exactly the same colour for the Seat. So I'm going to make an inquiry and to see if they are, we'll see how much they will sell them for, and if the price is right, I may buy those instead of fitting these doors, because it means I'll save on paint, which means all I need to do then is just paint the front bumper and then sort out the scratches, which I'm hoping is just the lacquer, the top coat, rather than the actual base coat itself. So if that comes off, that would be great. So anyway, let me show you the steering rack, because I want to show you the damage on there and to the reason why I decided to change the steering rack rather than just repair it. Let's go have a look at it. Okay, so here's the steering rack side by side, and as you can see, that side, we're going to call it the left side for now. That side is fine. So you can see the steering arms, they look perfect. And as you come over here, you see the reason why I needed to change it. So here is the steering arm from the broken one. And if you can just see that, you can see that the metal here is twisted. It's bent. Not only that, the end is cut off. So here's a good one. Here's a bad one. And this bit here is not serviceable. You can't get a replacement. If you go to Seat or any Volkswagen dealer, they will sell you the whole arm minus the motor. So you'll get the steering rack and you don't get the motor that comes with it. And that's the reason why I had to buy a new steering rack, or a reused one. So that's now arrived. It's for a diesel as well, that's also important. So let's get on and get this in the car and get it fitted. This is going to be an interesting day. Hopefully it will go well. Might have to get my eldest son to help me, but yeah, it should be okay. And before we go into the car, here is the other door that I got. This is the other door that I was waiting for. That's now arrived. It's not the best door, to be fair. It's got a couple of dings here that will need to be sanded out, but other than that, I think it's okay. But what it doesn't have, like the existing door, if you can have a look there, you see that it's been completely stripped, so it has absolutely nothing, whereas this door came completely built. So all I have to do is literally just assemble the door and test it to make sure everything works. So I'm not disappointed, because I've got all the running gear from the existing door. It just means additional work, which is fine and good for you guys, because you'll get to see me rebuild this door. Okay, so that's a future episode, and that's when the car is in the garage. But let's get on with our main task for the day. Okay, so the subframe is now in place and back in. Now I've got to take the old toe bar off because this is broken. It's a broken end, and I'm going to put the new one in, which is just here. This is welded on, so I'm going to put some penetrating oil on here, and then I'm going to use my T40 bolt and then with a spanner to loosen it, because at the moment it's spinning around. So that's the final piece I've got to do. Then that'll be the steering back on, then we can put the wheels on and then drop the car down. Hopefully this will come off. Okay, so on this side I have to get a nut because I can't seem to find a nut, so I need a nut to put that tie rod on. But other than that, everything else on. Oh, and I've got to put the stabilizer bar back as well, but that's not a problem. I just lift up the shock and then that will sort that out. And then on the other side I need to get a hex nut for that, because it's spinning around now and I can't take it off any further because the nut is stuck. So I got to go and do that. And today is the 1st of January and everything is shut. So let's try again tomorrow. Okay, so it's a few days later. I've managed to get some parts. I've actually found both bolts now for the tie rod, so I don't need those anymore. I just need one for the stabilizing bar, because that went missing when I took it off and hasn't turned up since. So let's go and do that now. Hopefully we'll be able to get the broken tie rod bolt off and reuse that. If we can, that'll be a great thing, because I don't have to buy a new tie or find a bolt for it. Right, let's go and do this. Okay, so I got some replacement nuts and bolts, actually just nuts and washers, courtesy of Afix. These should do the trick. So I've just fitted one, just going to fit the others now. But what I've got to do, I've got to lift up the arm with my jack, and then we can get those on. Let's do that now. Okay, so that's all the bolts done. So we are ready for a very quick test drive now. So I'm going to put the wheels back on, and then we're going to go just up and forth in the yard here, just to make sure that it's all functional, there's no clunks, there's no noise, and yeah, let's give it a try. Okay everyone, so we're going to end the vlog there today because the light is fading. I've got to go and get some fuel for the car, so by the time I come back there's not going to be enough light to film the rest of this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a part 2, but instead of making you wait until next Monday, I'm going to drop that in on Wednesday of this week. Okay, so you got today's vlog, and then the next one is going to hit on Wednesday, and that way we keep to as near real time as events are occurring on the car, and that way you're not getting videos that are 2 to 3 weeks old. That's the way I like to put these videos out. Good. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe down here, and look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. In the meantime, have a good Tuesday and Wednesday.